Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam. We're actually sitting on a little balcony outside of the apartment that we have that we've never used. Well, we did one, I think.
Yeah, we did one.
One's here. But the sun periodically comes out in extreme bursts, which I think is completely amazing and awesome, considering we are almost at the end of October and it's still nice and sunny. And actually we're sitting out here in a t-shirt, but
I think it's horrible.
oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so we're going to read from the Bhagavatam.
Canto 4, Chapter 27, Text 10.
Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Look at our heads over there.
You can see our heads, but you can see the clouds, the sun.
Yeah, that's a better shot.
Yeah.
That's it. Alright, text 10. These sons and grandsons were virtually plunderers of King Paranjan's riches, including his home, treasury, servants, secretaries, and all other paraphernalia. Paranjana's attachment for these things was very deep-rooted. Purport. In this verse, the word Riktaharesu, meaning plunderers of wealth, is very significant. One's sons, grandsons, and other descendants are ultimately plunderers of one's accumulated wealth. True. There are many celebrated businessmen and industrialists who produce great wealth and are highly praised by the public, but all their money is ultimately plundered by their sons and grandsons. In India, we have actually seen one industrialist who, like King Paranjan, was very much sexually inclined and had a half-dozen wives. Each of these wives had a separate establishment that necessitated the expenditure of several thousands of rupees. When I was engaged in talking with him, I saw that he was very busy trying to secure money so that all his sons and daughters would get at least 500,000 rupees each. Thus, such industrialist businessmen or karmis are called mudas in the sastras. They work very hard, accumulate money, and are satisfied to see that this money is plundered by their sons and grandsons. Such people do not want to return their wealth to its actual owner. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, text 29, Bhaktaram Yagyatapasham Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. The real proprietor of all wealth is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the actual enjoyer. So-called earners of money are those who simply know tricks by which they can take away God's money under the guise of business and industry. After accumulating this money, they enjoy seeing it plundered by their sons and grandsons. This is a materialistic way of life. In materialistic life, one is encaged within the body and deluded by false egoism. Thus one thinks, I am this body, I am a human being, I am an American, I am an Indian. This bodily conception is due to false ego. Being deluded by false ego, one identifies himself with a certain family, nation, or community. In this way, one's attachment for the material world grows deeper and deeper. Thus, it becomes very difficult for the living entity to extricate himself from this entanglement. Such people are graphically described in the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, text chapter 16, text 13 to 15, in this way.
Idam edya maya labdam imam prapsye manoratam. Idam astidam api me bhavishyati punardanam. Together. Asau maya hata shatrur hanisye chaparam api. Ishwaroham maham bogi siroham balavan sukhi. Adyo bijanavan asmi konyo sti sadrisho maya. Yakshe dasyami ma modisha iti agya vimohitaha.
The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him, and my other enemy will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. In this way, people engage in various laborious activities, and their attachment for body, home, family, nation, and community becomes more and more deep-rooted. Ain't it the way? Isn't it? It's true though, I often think like that. Like, I don't know why I was thinking like that. I was thinking of some people, and then I was thinking, gosh, your kids are just going to inherit all this, and you've worked really hard, and you know, like the next generation, they're like, no, Dad, you don't know anything. Mum, get off my back, this, that, the other. But those kids will inherit all your hard work, you know?
All the fruits of your hard work.
Yeah. Whether they appreciate it or not, you know? Because Mum's so annoying, or Dad, why can't you let me do this, that, and the other? And yeah, it's interesting. But the parents, nonetheless, wouldn't have it any other way. Like if you said, look, let them stand on their own 2 feet, or give some of it to charity, you know, religion, you know, some temple or church or whatever, or kids charity or animal charity, whatever. No, you know, there's such an attachment. Like Prabhupada says, regardless of if the dog is snipping at your feet, you're still attached to your dog-like children, you know? No offense to anybody at all.
No offense to any dog-like children out there.
It's true though, it's interesting.
It's true, yeah. We were talking earlier about things that are true.
Oh.
This is from the 16th chapter, Divine and Demoniac Natures, and this always gets me. You know, the demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and you remember listening to the Gita Amrita?
Yeah, with Purnachandra
Maharaj.
God bless him.
Yeah, when he read that, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my scheme. So much, but when it's read as if like, you know, a demoniac person. But actually, if you just read it, as you were just reading it there in your, you know, beautiful, soft, South London, you know, accent. You know, I was thinking, it's totally me, you know, it's totally, the demon is there in me, you know. I want to gain more, so much is mine, I'll increase in the future, you know, he's my enemy, I have killed him. I mean, okay, maybe I haven't killed anyone, but I'm the Lord of everything, I'm the enjoyer, I'm perfect and powerful and happy, you know, it's that false ego.
Yeah.
I'm the richest. And then, you know, this always got me as well, where it says, I shall perform sacrifices, I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. So it's like, it's interesting because this is describing a demoniac personality, but then it says, you know, I'll perform sacrifices, I'll give charity, I'll rejoice. These are the things you would expect of a pious person. So there's also piety there. So it's quite interesting, because I've mentioned several times that this term karmi, which unfortunately I think it's thrown around a lot, especially within ISKCON, and Prabhupada, you know, Prabhupada uses it. He says basically people who are working hard to earn money so they can enjoy their karmis, and so, but you know, shastrically, you know, a karmi is actually quite a pious person, you know, so. Here we see a demoniac tendency, but you want to accumulate wealth. You want more, and you want more, and you want to increase it, and you don't want anyone to get in your way, and if they do, you want to remove them. It's, you know, all of this, if we search and we're honest, is there in each and every one of us, basically. Okay, so let's see. Wow.
Yeah, we're going to call it a day, because the purport is too long, and I'm going to melt like the Wicked Witch of the East.
So,
I am a witch.
And I hope all our viewers at home are like, God, these guys are just reading for 10 seconds.
I'm sorry,
you know,
man.
just,
If we were
you know.
inside, I wouldn't have minded.
Yeah, okay.
Or
So
we
anyway,
could continue inside.
we can continue inside. No, we'll call it. Although I love it, I could just sit here all day. So yeah. So just in conclusion, let's try to not always point the finger out, but point the finger in and look and see. You know, of course, the beginning part of this was all about how, and you touched on it. There's the children of the plunderers of the fruits of one's activities. But this, we shouldn't look at in a derogatory way. That's like, you know, of course, they are going to plunder. But what else would they do? You know, they inherit and they want to enjoy, and they want to. They're suffering from the same demoniac propensity as we're all suffering from. Yeah, as they were taught. We're all. So they're like, oh yeah, good. Granddad worked hard, or dad worked hard, mom worked hard, whoever. And like, you know, now we're going to enjoy, and you know, why not? You know.
No, I agree, because oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Forgive me. Okay, like, because at least I can think of Bill Gates, but there's others have famously come out and said they're not giving any of their wealth to their kids. And when I read that, I was like, that is ridiculous. That's how I felt. How can you do that? You know, my daddy is Bill Gates, and you're not giving me any of your money. At least $1 million. Heaven's sake, he's a billionaire, isn't he? At least. So, you know, give charity, give him this.
Well, he might not be leaving it to his kids.
Well, that's what people said. He
yeah.
said they're set up and stuff, you know,
different
in other ways because of taxes. But he has come out and said that. Oh, the other one was the widow of the Apple founder.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, his widow has said the kiddies ain't getting the money as well. I'm like, what? Honestly, for me, it wasn't like, yeah, that's great. It was like, what? Yeah. So I agree in a sense that, well, why wouldn't you do that? Yeah. But I get what Prabhupada's saying about.
Well, the Shastra is saying that, and of course it is true. They do plunder. Send some people. We see it, you know, when family members pass, everyone comes around, they circle around like vultures, you know,
What did I get?
Why didn't I get this? Why did he get that? Why did she
get the toaster?
Yeah, and why didn't, you know, and I'm not saying people are actually vultures, but it's a mentality, it's an ingrained, unfortunate, false ego, you know, thing that goes on there. But
like if you move house, maybe, and you're giving things away, and someone might say, what am I going to get?
Yeah. There you go. So we're really looking deep in today. Okay, thank you all very much. Have a beautiful, well, I was going to say weekend because we're heading into the weekend. Tomorrow's Prabhupada's disappearance day here, but wherever you are now, it must be well after that. So, all right, thank you. Before my wife melts, we're gonna go. So, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.